Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the Deadline stream. I'm sorry for being a couple of minutes late. I was just trying to set up my stream. Please let me know if you can hear my voice properly, guys. Hey, FPL Knights. Hey, Mohib.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Surfrose. Oops. Just a second. Hey, Surfrose. I welcome you all to the live stream. It's really nice to have you here. So, guys, as you know, I'm on my wild card, and you know there are some really big decisions to make, and I still am just thinking about. I have been thinking about my wild card all day long, and still, I can't make my final decisions. Hey, David Lee, welcome to the live stream. All right, guys. So, as you can see on the screen, this is how my team currently looks. But this is not my final team, as I haven't made my transfers yet. But this is what I'm trying to get at. The major problem with this team is that I've transferred out Kevin De Bruyne for Pulisic, and now the problem is. If in case I want to get Kevin De Bruyne back, I don't have enough cash in the bank. Even if I want to get him back for Mahrez, I don't have enough money in the bank. So that is the only problem that I have, and it can be solved if I transfer out Trent Alexander-Arnold for Virgil van Dijk. Van Dijk, but I really want to have Alexander-Arnold in my team. So this was a really difficult decision for me to make. Yes, FPL Knights. Yesterday there was a news that Pogba and Bruno Fernandes have collided and they've injured themselves, but that was fake news started by a parody account, so they're all fine. Yeah, exactly. Surfro says it was from a satirical piece from some blog, and Mirror picked up the story, and all the major news outlets they just started on that. But basically, I think is fine. Yes, Murli, I've activated my wildcard. If you can see at the top of the screen, it says unlimited free transfers. So yes, I am on my wildcard, and this is how my team currently looks. So guys, this is the major decision that I'm on at the moment, and probably you can give me your suggestions on that. What do you think about this team? Like if I make these transfers, this is how my team is going to look. And if I basically reset my team, then Pulisic will become Kevin De Bruyne, and Trent Alexander-Arnold will become Virgil van Dijk. Otherwise, it is the same team. So this is the major decision for my team that's left. Yusuf says, "What about Pulisic captain?" To be honest with you, I think there are better captain options in this game week than Pulisic. Because I think he's a really good option, to be honest with you. But for captain, I think this game week we should go with either Liverpool player or a Manchester United player, because they have the best fixtures, and not sure about Chelsea, because they lost their last game to West Ham. Not sure how they're gonna react under Lampard. So yeah, basically, not Pulisic for me. Matt Spurrier says free hit this week. It depends upon how your team is. If you've got a couple of United attackers, a couple of Liverpool players, I don't think. It depends upon how your team looks, whether if you want to attack or not. Medrid Sumesh says, should I remove Lascelles for Lamptey or any other 4.4 million options? Sumesh, I think Lascelles is fine, especially looking at his fixture in this game week against West Ham. I think he's fine for this game week. Whipple says, would you consider a Man United defender rather than 3 attackers? Yes, I actually have considered. To be honest with you, I have considered this move for my own team as well. I considered that I get Calvert-Lewin in place of Rashford, and then I can easily update Aurier to Wan-Bissaka. You know, I think I prefer Van Bissaka over Harry Maguire. I mean, I have thought this about my team and playing Jimenez in this game week, and then in the subsequent game weeks I can play Van Bissaka, and this gives me flexibility for my team as well, because then I have 3.2 million in the bank, and I can actually get Kevin De Bruyne back for Mahrez anytime I want to. So yeah, this I have considered this move as well. FPL Knight says, I would say 2 Man United attack plus 1 United defense, which would allow you to, yeah, exactly, FPL Knights. That's what I was discussing right now. Hey Ajay, welcome to the stream. Captaincy option for this game week for me, I'm probably, there are really good options in this game week for captaincy, but I think I wouldn't look beyond the Manchester United options or Liverpool options in that case. Mohamed Salah, Mohib says, shall I do Bruno or Sterling? KDB, to be honest with you, Mohib, I would, out of these options, Bruno, Kevin De Bruyne, Sterling, I would go with Bruno, because I'm not sure about at all about how Pep Guardiola is going to rotate his team and stuff. So I think it's better for us to stay away from rotation problems with Pep Guardiola. Kevin De Bruyne and Sterling, I'm not even sure if they're going to start this game week. That's the reason I'm considering to transfer him out, to be honest with you. So Ajay says Mane, Bruno and Rashford. I think out of these, I think all three are good options. Ajay, Mane, Bruno and Rashford, they're all three options. It all depends what you have a gut feeling about. But I think these are all three safe captain picks, and I think all three of them are going to score decent points in this game week. Matt says Greenwood or Rashford. I have thought about Greenwood in my team for a very long time. Just not sure. Just like Phil Foden, just like Greenwood, these guys, I'm not sure whether they're going to start or not. That is the reason I have not selected him in my team. I had thought about him for a pretty long time, but I decided that he is prone to rotation, no matter how well he plays and stuff. But I think he is prone to rotation. Greenwood, Rashford is not that prone. So I think out of these two, I would go Rashford. Salah, Rashford, or Martial for captaincy. Mateja, I think they're all three of them are good options. It's up to you who you want to decide. But I am probably going to go with Salah for this game week for captaincy. Mohib says true, thanks. He says I am just scared Bruno will blank as soon as I captain him. The thing with Bruno Fernandes is I think it's very difficult for him to blank, especially when he's playing with people like Martial and Rashford and Pogba alongside him. I think in the match he blanked. I think it was more unlucky than actually he had a bad game. I think he had a decent game, but he just blanked in that game. So Whipple says, how confident are you of Kevin De Whipple, I am not sure whether Kevin De Bruyne is going to start or not. Actually, nobody is sure with the Pep rule. Pep can be crazy and just do crazy decisions about his team. But all we can do is guess whether he'll start or not. And, if he does start, then I think it's going to be a big problem. But, that's the reason I'm actually considering, I have De Bruyne in my team at the moment. I haven't transferred him out yet. So you see, this is as well a possibility for me. I can actually have this team with either Pulisic or De Bruyne. So it's currently, I'm just, as I'm talking to you guys, I'm along with that, I'm thinking as well of the best option for my team. You guys should also give me some suggestions as well. So yeah, Razif says best choice for triple captain. Razif, I think triple captaincy is more based upon gut than it is based upon logic. You can go with any of the United players. Martial, Bruno Fernandes, or you can even go with Mohamed Salah. I think they are good options for this game week. They've got a decent fixture on both the teams, United and Liverpool. So if you want, you can triple captain one of their players. But for me personally, if you ask me, I am going to hold my triple captainship till the last game week. I'm going to triple captain in game week 38. Ishtiaq says, what was your thinking behind Salah and not Mane? The thinking behind Salah is that Salah has had much better goal involvement and shots on goal, in since the restart. I think Mane has been off a little bit. He could have had 2 goals against Manchester City had he been on his game that day. He was clear through twice. He just fumbled the ball, which is not like Sadio Mane at all. So I think Salah is more clinical at the moment and is in a better form as well. Connolly or Aurier for this game week? Ajay, I think you should go with Aurier because Connolly is not nailed on to start. Aurier is definitely going to start versus Everton. Although Connolly has the better game, but you never know with Connolly whether he's going to start or not. Sumesh says I have the free hit chip and the triple captain chip. When is the best time? If you have both the chips, I think you can use one chip in the next couple of game weeks, which is the triple captain chip, and you can possibly use your free hit in game week 38 when all the matches are going to start together, and you are going to know the starting. We might have a team leak of all the starting teams, and that might be a really good time to play your free hit in game week 38. Chopinin says, what is your formation? Yeah, it's probably going to be 3-5-2 in this game week. If I go with this team, it's probably going to be 3-5-2. But I am currently just not. I haven't finalized my team at the moment, so I'm just thinking along as I talk to you guys. I'm thinking along with that as well. Murali says, what do you think about transferring Aubameyang out? I think transferring Aubameyang out is probably a good option. Looking at the fixtures of Arsenal, best Manchester City options aside of midfielders. To be honest with you, G-Rid, I don't think there are many good options from Manchester City aside of their midfielders. I don't think Jesus is a good option for a striker, and maybe Ederson. That's the only guy who we know is nailed on to play. All the other guys are going to rotate. Even Kyle Walker, Laporte, they're all going to rotate. So I'm not so sure. If I was you, I would switch Mahrez for Pulisic and stick with Kevin De Bruyne. Mateja, I have tried that as well. To be honest with you, I've been trying all these combinations since the morning. The problem is I'm not sure whether Kevin De Bruyne is going to start or not, and that is the biggest doubt that I have in my mind. If I knew that Kevin De Bruyne is going to start, then there would have been no problem for me to just go with that. But yeah, if you look at my team, it's like minus 2.1 at the moment. So the team that I actually want is costing me 2.1 more than I actually have in my bank. So don't worry, guys. If you are thinking, oh my god, he hasn't finalized his own team, don't worry about it. I am going to finalize my team in the next 10 or 15 minutes, and I'll definitely let you know, so you have enough time to think about your own teams. Since I had to go on live stream, and I was thinking about my team as well, so I thought, why not answer your questions as well? Along with that, I just I get more time to think about my own team. So that's why I just brought on this. Rohan says, Aspilicueta or Alonso? I think out of these two, Matt, I think I would go with Alonso. Definitely. Rohan says, Rashford has looked rusty. Why get him on wildcard? I mean, yeah, you're right. Rashford has looked a little off his game, but look at their fixtures. I mean, Rashford can blast into his form at any moment of time. I mean, look at these fixtures. You just want to have Rashford for these games because one, he can take a penalty as well, and two, he's just he can explode into life. He had 9 points against Sheffield as well. So Jimenez this game week tempted to play Greenwood with United, having an easier game. Frank Stapleton, I think I would not bench Jimenez for Greenwood. Greenwood is a little risky, and whereas I think Jimenez is nailed on to start against Arsenal because they are going for the top four. So for me, start Jimenez definitely. Morally Christian says, "Do you think Greenwood would start?" I mean, if I would, if I was sure about Greenwood starting, I would probably have him in my team. But I am not sure whether Greenwood is going to start. So that is the reason I probably gonna go with the other United players rather than Greenwood. Ishtiaq says, "Who will you be captaining?" I am going to be captaining Salah. I think that is the best option for me in this game week, because since I have 3 United players, even if they all bang, I think I'm gonna get points from United players no matter what. And Salah has a good chance to score pretty decent points against Aston Villa as well. Whenever I have 3 players from the same team, I tend not to captain them because mostly their points are going to be distributed between them. I always look to captain a player from some other team. That's just the way how I think about FPL. Should I take Saint Maxima out to start Mohib for this game week? I would start Saint Maxima over Calvert-Lewin for sure. Yusuf says hello from Australia. He says Salah or Fernandes for captain. This is a very difficult one, to be honest with you, man. This is actually a decision based on gut rather than based upon logic, because based on logic, I think both these options are really good. So it's just very hard to say whether to captain Bruno Fernandes or Salah. But to be honest with you, I would captain either of them. I think both of them will score well in this game week. Paulo says Saint Maxima or Foden. I think out of these two, I would go with Saint Maxima, just because we know that he's nailed on to start. So yeah, I would go with Saint Maxima for this game week. I am worried I'm not worried to own Chelsea assets. So he says I have Son, which I don't think to transfer him out. Son to Pulisic. To be honest with you, it's just hard for me to say, because Son has been taking over a little bit in these game weeks. It's just the problem with Son is that Heung-min Son is never consistent, especially when I bring him in my team. He is just going to blank. I just know it. Heung-min Son in my team never scores any points. Just these guys, some of these players especially. So yeah. This week I am scared of Salah as a guys. Listen, with Salah and Mane, do not be too confused. If you have Salah, stick with Salah. If you have Mane, stick with Mane. This is a never-ending ending debate. Because we can't have both of them in our teams, because that makes our teams too unstable. So just saying, just go with whichever you feel is the better option. And that's the whole point. And yeah, I'm just going to keep checking over Twitter, just in case we have some team leaks and stuff about Norwich. I'll let you know as soon as I find out. All right. But the problem with going over to Twitter is just people start posting their teams and stuff, and oh my god, it becomes just so hard to avoid looking at their team. Start Saiss versus Egan. If I was you, Frank Stapleton, I would start Saiss definitely. If you have any of the Brighton assets, guys, I would let you know as soon as I have some news. I'll let you know about who is starting and who is not. We hope we have some early team news. So any of you who own Connolly and stuff, I will help you, and I'll let you know whether Connolly is starting. If we have some team news, then you can probably just start him, just in case you have some doubts about your team. So yeah, basically what I actually wanted for my team is actually I just wanted 2 United attackers and 1 United defender. The problem is it's very hard to leave one of the United players out of the team. That's the thing. I mean, that's the major talking point about my team, which I'm concerned about. So basically, what I was actually thinking is, just going Fernandes and Martial, and instead of Rashford, going with Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I've tried all these combinations since the morning. I'll just show you what I've also thought about. What do you think about Calvert-Lewin, guys? Just let me know as well. He's a kind of a weird one. That's just never can trust Dominic Calvert-Lewin. So yeah, this is a team as well that I've thought about since the morning as well. So just looks pretty decent as well. So I'm just currently making a final decision as I speak with you guys, which is probably not the best thing to do, but since I had to show you my team, and I just didn't want to leave you hanging, so I just came on, and I wanted to show you my team as well, and along with that, whenever I'm setting up my team these days, I get this message. It's so funny. Too many players from Manchester United. Yeah, so 3.9. The problem with my entire setup that I want to have is either Mahrez has to go, or I have to select a cheap non-playing defender. Otherwise, I want Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Then yeah, you're right. Knight says I had Dominic Calvert-Lewin in my plans, but since he didn't do anything since the restart, so I decided to, he didn't do anything post restart, so I decided to leave him out. Yeah, that's true. FPL Knights, guys, just find me a player for 2.9, and my team will be perfect. To be honest with you, Martinez versus Patricio. Surfrose, if you don't have any Wolves defender, I would go for Patricio, but if you have a Wolves defender, then I would probably go with Martinez, because he's the cheapest playing keeper available. So yeah, so that's the thing. Just going to head over to Twitter to check for any news or any updates. No, nothing as of yet. I'll let you know as I have any update. All right, guys, so it boils down to this always. It's just these United assets are so tempting at the moment. You just don't know what to do, who to own, who to leave out. My team was actually entirely fixed if I did this and this. Actually, this is what my current team looks like without having to make any transfers. But I have this nagging problem of not owning Trent Alexander-Arnold. So this was the actual team that I have right now. If you go and look at my team, this is the team that I have at the moment. This is my this is my midfield, my strikers, and this defense. The basic problem with this setup is not owning Trent Alexander-Arnold, and I have a doubt whether De Bruyne will start or not. Manoj says, what do you think about Newcastle defenders? I think Newcastle defenders were a good option from the restart up till now, but now I think Newcastle has some fixture swing. I think they have some tough fixtures. Next week they have Manchester City, so just for 1 week they might be good, but for the long term I would say no. What do you Whipple says, I don't have bench boost, so on wildcard I prefer going with 2 non-playing guys to save the money. Whipple, yeah, I have thought about the same, but since there is going to be so much rotation, I think we should get a couple of cheap playing players, just like Kiko Femini or somebody else like that, but playing players who can actually give you some points off the bench just in case it requires. Madrid says, relaxing deadline minutes, no team leaks. Yeah, of course, none of us have Madrid or Brighton players, so yeah, no team leaks are required. That's true. Razif says Martial and Rashford, who we none of them. Razif, my captain is Salah. I'm not going to captain a United player this game week. I am going to captain Mohamed Salah. So yeah. Kizoni says triple captain Salah or Bruno. To be honest with you guys, this is a very hard decision to make. It's just a gut-based decision. I can't say which one to go for. I mean, Bruno Fernandes and Salah are both great picks for this game week. I mean, triple captain, I think you should make your own decision. Logically, both are good picks. You can change Martial for Pulisic and Holgate for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. That way you can cover Trent Alexander-Arnold. Actually, I want Holgate in my team, Mateja, because if you look at the fixtures of Everton, they've got 3 really good fixtures at home: Southampton, Aston Villa, Bournemouth. I think I want an Everton defender for at least for these fixtures. That's the reason I put him in. Yeah, the only problem with my team is, I mean, the thing which I'm thinking right now is, just this Pulisic here, and then I've got 3.2 million in the bank. I can easily just get Kevin De Bruyne back, next game week in place of Riyad Mahrez. I can even go with Serge Aurier here. So, yeah. I can still get Kevin De Bruyne back. The problem is not that. The problem is Trent Alexander-Arnold. That's the thing. Manoj says, I have had Lascelles since the restart but has blanked every game week. May just hang on to... Yeah, Manoj, I think that's a good idea because they play West Ham at home and Newcastle at home are good in defending. So I think you should keep Lascelles, for this game week. You're welcome. Biswajit Saha says, I have bench boost but confused. Biswajit, I think playing your bench boost mostly depends upon just one thing. It depends upon whether you have 15 good playing players or not. You should have 2 playing keepers. You should have 15 essentially playing players who are going to give you points. And if you don't have those players, I think you should set up your team until you have a good team, depending upon the game week. I think game week 37 or game week 38 could be a good time to play your bench boost. Because you have time and you can set up your team according to that as well. So yeah, that's my take on the bench boost. I mean, I made a good use of my bench boost. I would like to I'd like to show you my rank as well. Just in case you're wondering about. I got 80 points this game week, guys. Aubameyang was my captain. Gave me nice 32 points. Bruno Fernandes gave me 15. De Bruyne gave me 14. Both of my punts failed, guys. Van Aanholt and Alonso were my punts for this game week. They failed, but still my rank, if you can see, since the restart, I can show you here. I've gone from 587 to 306, 236, 173. So I am making some decent jumps in my rank, having decent game week ranks as well. So I just want to continue these green arrows, guys. We've had green arrows since game week 32. All these games where there were no games, we had green arrows since we didn't make any transfers. And yeah, I want to continue these green arrows till the end of the season. It would be an awesome end to the season, which hasn't been really great for me, to be honest with you. Sumesh says, I have Ings. What would you think about him? I would transfer him out, Sumesh. I think he has some very, very tough games to come. Foden or Saint Maxima? I would go with Saint Maxima. Ishtiaq says, I would personally go. Ishtiaq, I want to go with the Trent Alexander-Arnold as well. I just don't know how to... don't know. Murli, it depends upon what your rank is. If you want to take a minus hit to fix your team, if you are having a great rank, then I would not take a -8. If you don't have a great rank, then I think it would be a better idea not to waste your free hit to fix your team. Ripple says your target is 50k. You can do it. Actually, I have reassessed my target. I was in the millions in the middle of the season. So if I can get to 100k, I would be happy, more than happy with that. So yeah, that's my current target. My target is 100k. What is your target, guys? Where do you wanna go with your team this game week? My target is top 100k for sure. but I just had to reassess my targets all through the season because I wasn't having a good game. But we have some team news, guys, but I'm not sure if it's true. But on Twitter, I have some team news. They say Idha starts along with the bookies. So Daniel Farka makes 3 changes. I'm not sure if this is true news or leaked news. I'm not sure if we can trust this guy. So I'm waiting for Rockstar to give us some news. I'll let you know in case when I have some news. Ishtiaq says Trent Alexander has been kinder for you, Wiz, than Virgil van Dijk over the past few months. Yeah, Ishtiaq, I know, but I don't know. I don't know how I can get him in my team, guys. If you have an idea, just let me know. I will do it. I have no problem with this. I'm just scared of not owning Kevin De Bruyne. Otherwise, this is a very easy thing to do for me. It's just that. There you go. I have my team. But again, if I do this move, I still can't go from Kevin De Bruyne to Mahrez to Kevin De Bruyne next week. So I will probably have to take a hit, and that is the biggest problem. Razat says take a hit and get Taylor for Lascelles. Razat, I don't think you should get Taylor for Lascelles in this game week. I think you should keep Lascelles. I think don't take a hit. Do it next week. Whipple says currently 31k, no chips left, so would like to maintain that. After the restart, I follow your chip strategy, really helped. Whipple, I'm glad my chip strategy helped you. Actually, it has helped me a lot as well. I was languishing in the middle of 0.5 million. It has helped me get up a little as well. So I'm glad you're on 31k. And to be honest, if you want to maintain your rank, I would stick with shield picks. Like for at the moment, who is the shield pick? Trent Alexander-Arnold, Kevin De Bruyne, Raul Jimenez. These guys are shield picks, so I would stick with them because when many people own a player and he bangs and you don't have it, that is really, really bad for your rank. Rahul Bhardwaj says armband pick for this game week. I'm going to captain Salah, Rahul. Definitely. Kizoni says 10,000. That's an awesome rank, Kizoni. I would just look above you and just try to go for the best rank that you can get. Last time this season, guys, I was 10,000 in game week 32. I managed to get to 500. So nothing is impossible. If you use your chips correctly and make the correct transfers, you can always get to the top. So what do you think about this team, guys, for this game week? I think it looks a pretty decent team. The only problem, again, I have is that I cannot get Kevin De Bruyne back in my team without taking a hit next game week, and that's kind of a problem for me. Arsenal to lose and you get points for Jimenez, or Arsenal win and Jimenez blanks. Ishtiaq, I think you're right. I mean, Arsenal, I think Wolves just play really well against Arsenal and the big teams in general at home. I'm not sure if Arsenal are going to lose this game by a great margin and stuff, because Jimenez usually just scores 1 goal a game. So I'm not too worried about that. Just since Arsenal is my team and I support Arsenal, it's always a dubious decision to between FPL and Premier League, the teams which you support. So yeah. Kizoni says, thank you, mate. I will go triple captain Salah. Kizoni, I wish you all the best. I mean, let me look at just for you. Just let me look at the fixtures which are left. I mean, if I had to triple captain Salah, I think this is the game week that I'm going to do it, because after that, Burnley, a little defensive team, a couple of difficult fixtures, Newcastle away. I think so. If you want to triple captain Salah, this is the game week to do it. But I always suggest you go with your gut. Hey Khaleesi, welcome to the stream. Khaleesi says, how about Bruno captain? I think Bruno captain is a good idea this game week. If you ask me, guys, why I am not going with the Manchester United captain, my strategy is always that if I own 3 players from the same team, I always tend to go with captaining a player from some other team, because I have that team covered since I have 3 of their players. So this is always my strategy. So yeah. So guys, I think there's not much time left. It is time to finalize my team. So what do you think about this team? What do you think about this team? The only problem with this team is I have to take a hit to get Kevin De Bruyne back next game week, and that's a big problem because I have had Kevin De Bruyne since the start, and I never want to transfer him out. Actually, I have also considered just moving on Jimenez, looking at his fixtures, but I can't get myself to do it because he's just so heavily owned. 36%. I mean, these fixtures are not the best. These are not the best fixtures for Raul Jimenez, but it's very hard to move him on just because he's a shield pick for me. So yeah, I think at the moment this team looks fine. I guess we can look for the next game week. Then just make my decision whether how to get Kevin De Bruyne back. But I think it's a good time to lock my team. Just final opinions on my team, guys. Let me know what do you think about this team before I make my transfers. The one more problem in my team is Kevin De Bruyne has a lot of value associated with him, 0.4 million. That's the problem. It's just hard to get him back. You see, if I have Kevin De Bruyne, he's 10.7 million, but for me to sell him, he's just 10.3, and that is the big problem which arises when I want to get him back. But you have to take some chances. At this point in the season, you cannot worry about team value, guys. So I guess I just think that this is the team that I might finalize. Chopin says, what do you think about Azpilicueta? I think he's a good option, to be honest with you. I have considered getting Azpilicueta, but I didn't have enough funds to invest on defenders since I'm going really, really top heavy in this team. If I had funds, I would go for Azpilicueta or Alonso in that case, Guys, do also let me know what do you think about the quality of the stream. What do you think? Is it fine? Is it not fine? I mean, what do you think I can improve in my streams? Just let me know, and that way I can always get better, and we can have better interactions. Kind of. Just a second, guys. Just gonna have a drink of water. The only thing that I have in my team right now that I'm thinking about my team is fine. I'll have to take a hit to bring in Kevin De Bruyne next week. But the only thing which I'm considering, hey Zodiac, welcome to the stream. Ishtiaq says, do you think Salah will play every game? Yeah, Ishtiaq, I think Salah will play every game since he's going for the golden boot as well, and they are going for the record. Liverpool, they want to have 100 points as well, so I think he's going to play. Since they have nothing left to play for, they are not in the Champions League, they're not in the FA Cup. What else are they going to play for? They are going to play, I think, most of the games. Yep. Hey Zodiac, I'm going to captain Salah. Rohit, I think Traore is a good option because he mostly does well against the big teams. But the problem with getting Traore will be he will not start every game week. Hey Ahmed, welcome. Hey Ahmed, we discussed a lot about the teams on Twitter, so this is kind of my final team. What do you think about it? Let me know. Paulo says, stream very good, keep up the good work. Hey, thank you Paulo for the feedback. I hope we can improve the stream quality, guys. Since I haven't been live streaming too much, so I try to keep on improving my streams, and any feedback you give me is really appreciated. Ahmed says, why Mahrez? Ahmed, the reason for getting Mahrez is that he is going to start in this game week. Since he did not start the other game week, I think he's going to start. I think Mahrez can get really great points in this game week, and just basically that's why I want to have Mahrez in my team. Otherwise, I could just have Kevin De Bruyne, and my team would be all set. Zodiac says, I really enjoy your streams. Thank you, Zodiac. I'm really glad to know that. Rohit says, Son or Bruno. Rohit, what do you mean, for transferring or for captaincy? Let me know. If you think for captaincy, I think I would go for Bruno. Ahmed says, it's so good, bro, but I think better to get KDB instead of Mahrez. Ahmed, I think for this game week, I'm going to go without Kevin De Bruyne. I'm going to get him back in the next game week, even if I have to take a hit. But for this game week, I don't have any options. It's a choice between Virgil van Dijk and Virgil van Dijk and Kevin De Bruyne, or Alexander Arnold and Pulisic. So I'm just going with the second one. Yeah, Rohit says City rotation is a headache. No, I understand. City rotation is always a headache for every one of us, guys. Just going to head over to Twitter to check any leaked team news, guys. I'll let you know just in case I get any team news. Nope, not at the moment, guys. If you are on Twitter and if you get any early team news, I will let you know. All right, guys. So I think it's time to lock the team, friends. Because I think it's not right to delay it more, because when people come on live stream, I think they like to see locked teams rather than unlocked teams, guys. All right, so here goes nothing. Bye-bye, De Bruyne. I love you lots, and you are my ginger prince, and you will be back in my team in the next game week, even if I have to take a hit. I am so sorry to transfer you out. Please, please, please don't punish me. And don't punish any of us who are just trying to predict the Pep Brule and trying to get you out of the team. We are sorry, Kevin De Bruyne. Oh my god, guys. I really did do it. I transferred out Kevin De Bruyne out of my team. It hurts, guys. It really hurts. What can we do? Oh, here goes nothing. All right, so Salah is my captain. Who is going to be my vice captain, guys? That's the next question. So what do you think, guys? What do you think about this team? What do you think? Who? Rohit says we all love KDB. Foden for Mahrez and Trent Alexander-Arnold for Bruno. I think Foden is kind of a dubious guy. Not sure whether he's going to start or not. Although he's been getting great points in the game weeks he started in, but I think we should all pick players who are nailed on to start, kind of. For vice captain, I think Bruno Fernandes could be a decent choice, guys. What do you think? So on the bench, I just have really bad players on my bench, but just in case Connolly scores against Norwich, let's put Connolly number 1, Holgate number 2, and Kiko Femenia number 3. Zodiac says Fernandes vice captain. Kizoni says Martial vice captain. Son or Bruno for long term. Bruno Fernandes for long term, of course. Khaleesi says Pulisic vice captain. Guys, I don't know why we are so concerned about vice captain. There is very, very little chance that Salah doesn't play. So it's just more of a formality. I just gonna put it on Bruno Fernandes and be done with it. I think Salah going to start. So Zodiac, Richard, which team are you asking? Richard says, is this a good team to play bench boost? Richard, my team is the worst to play bench boost, since I've already used it. So I've made a team in which the playing 11 has the maximum value, and the bench doesn't have any value at all. So this is not a team to play bench boost. Siddharth says, great going. Welcome to the live stream, Siddharth. Siddharth is a really big supporter of our channel, guys. He always supports us on Twitter, always sends me positive messages. So I really thank you for your support, Siddharth, Ahmed, everyone. I really appreciate all of you coming to the live stream, guys. I really enjoy talking to you. It's always fun to discuss FPL with other FPL managers. For me, it's mostly a live stream. It's just about chatting about FPL, talking to you, getting your opinions. Khaleesi says he's risk rotate Salah. Rohit, I'm from Punjab, of course, India. So yeah. Yes, Siddharth, Salah is locked in as my captain. I say when in doubt, always captain Salah. Jordan Henderson or Ings. Zodiac, I mean Jordan Henderson, not gonna get you many points, but I think I would place Jordan Henderson over Ings this week. although it might look like a bad decision since Ings is in great form, but against Manchester City, I don't think he's going to get too many points. So probably go with Jordan Henderson, 3-pointer, confirmed, clean sheet. Thank you, Zodiac. I really appreciate all of you coming here in the stream, guys. I just go over to Twitter and check whether we have any leaked team news, guys. Spacing. I just don't know. When we go over to Twitter and I see messages like, like there's a message on Twitter saying, I am really scared that Pulisic is going to be rotated this game week. I mean, this is just, it just, fries my brain going over to Twitter, guys. I just stay away from Twitter when I'm selecting my team. Honestly, just fries your mind, guys. Be very careful when you go to Twitter. No, I don't think I have any early team news. Nope. Yep. For now, there's no early team news, friends. But if I have, I'll let you know. All right. Let me answer some questions really quick. Razif says, if I have Rashford and Martial in my team, who you think I should captain? Razif, if you have Rashford and Martial, I would go for Martial. What about Kane? Rohit, I have thought about getting in Kane, especially since he has a really great record against Everton. He has, I think, 8 goals in 8 games against them. The problem is that Kane is playing in a Mourinho team, and Mourinho just kills the attacking spirit of the team. So he barely scored against Sheffield United as well. So I'm just not too prompted by Harry Kane at the moment. So for me, no. I'd just stay away from Kane. If you have extra funds in your team, then definitely go for him. Henderson or Traore? Zodiac, go for Traore, I think. Schopenin says start Greenwood for Calvert. Schopenin, I think if you have Greenwood, you can start him. If he starts, it's kind of a risk a little bit, but if he starts, I think against Bournemouth, he will get good points. So, Vipul, I also don't think Pulisic is going to be benched, but if he is benched, I'm going to bang my head because I transferred out Kevin De Bruyne for him, and then he gets benched. It's just gonna be really hard for me to take. And I took, a minus 0.4 in my bank as well because I had a lot of value tied with Kevin De Bruyne, and later on he doesn't start. It's gonna be a big problem. Hey Salam, welcome to the stream. He says time to copy and paste. I don't think that is how you should be. You should be playing the game, but you're welcome to copy and paste my team. I mean that's why I show my team. But you always should play this game for fun. If you take the fun out of FPL, guys, I don't think it's the same anymore. But yeah, you're welcome to do it. But do you think Traore? Zodiac, I think Traore starts the big games. Even if he doesn't start, I think if he comes from the bench, he has more potential to score points. It's kind of a roll of a dice. Henderson and Traore are not the biggest, not a big point scorers. At least the ceiling of Traore is higher than Jordan Henderson. But you're welcome to make your own decision. If I had these two in my team, I would probably start Traore. Yep. So, guys, I would like to remind you there's 10 minutes to go to deadline. I know you all love the live stream and want to be here, but I just want to tell you to go and lock your teams, just because I don't want you to miss the deadline. Of course, you're on your mobiles and on your computer, so it's easier for you to just go and lock your teams, and then we can go from there. If you have any questions, let me know. But yeah, this is my locked team, guys. I have 1.9 million in the bank. My squad value has just taken a major hit because I transferred out De Bruyne, but I'm going to get him back in a couple of game weeks, possibly next game week for a hit. But this is how my team is going to look before the in this game week. Oh, there you go, guys. Early team news. Not as if we really need it, guys, but early team news is gonna come, and as soon as Rockstar posts it, I will post it for you. And I also have to post my team on Twitter because some people complain that we can't come on live stream. You should post your team. So just gonna go to Twitter and post it, guys. Final team logged for game week 33. All right, I'm sorry guys, I just going on to Twitter and just locking my team. There you go. GameX says, should I play Dominic Calvert-Lewin or Serge Aurier? I think you should play Serge Aurier. I think Aurier has a better chance of getting some points as compared to Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Hasn't been doing too well in this game week. So just in my opinion, just probably gonna go with should go with Aurier. Jeet says Fernandes, Rashford, KDB, who to captain? Out of these, Jeet, I would go with the. Who would I go with out of Fernandes and Rashford? Is a difficult one, because Fernandes took the penalty, but the next penalty Rashford was gonna take. I'd probably just go with Bruno Fernandes, just because I think he has been looking better in the past few game weeks, guys. So yeah, to be honest with you, Bruno Fernandes out of these two. No, I would tell you to captain Kevin De Bruyne if I was sure he's going to start. But to be honest with you, I think there's a chance that he could get less minutes in this game. That is the reason I don't have Kevin De Bruyne in my team. So yeah. If you have any more questions, guys, I'm just heading on to Twitter to give you some live news, friends. Rockstar is going to post some team news for us. Any of you who has Kevin De Bruyne, Connolly in. See, I'm so I'm so worried about Kevin De Bruyne. I just keep saying his name, but anybody who's concerned about Connolly or Neil Maupay or some crazy people who've got Brighton players in their team or maybe Norwich players, I'm just gonna let you know who's starting and who's not. But yeah, so that's the thing. So if this wildcard team has been. I had taken a long time to plan this team, guys. But yesterday in the evening there was some crazy news that Pogba and Bruno got injured, and I was so damn just agitated by it because I had spent a long time building this wildcard team. But later on, it was confirmed that news was fake. So any of you were thinking whether Pogba and Bruno got injured, it was a fake news by some satirical account. There you go, guys. News is here. I can confirm you. Cantwell and Pookie have been benched, guys. Cantwell and Pookie has been benched. That's a pretty serious one. They're very good players for Norwich. So Cantwell benched, Pookie benched, Dermich, Duda, and Hernandez, they all start. So for Brighton, guys, Lamptey starts, Trossard starts, Connolly starts, Maupay starts. Neil Maupay, even Connolly is starting, guys. So any of you who were thinking about Connolly, you can get him in the team. Is Foden a good punt? I think he's a good punt. If you don't have other problems in your team, I think he's a good punt. Ishtiaq says, I've downgraded Mahrez for Foden and then kept KDB in. I think that's a good idea if you don't want to take a hit next game week, Ishtiaq. For me, I just wanted to have Mahrez because, I think Mahrez is going to be a differential in this game week. For anybody who wants to know, guys, the Brighton team news is here. Connolly starts. Connolly is first on our bench. Even Lamptey starts, I could transfer out one of the Kiko Feminia or Holgate and get money for Kevin De Bruyne by getting Lamptey in my team. That's what I was thinking as well. But they have very difficult fixtures, and Kevin De Bruyne is probably going to go up in price. So there's no point in breaking my team up just because I want to get Kevin De Bruyne. So yeah. Game says Cantwell, Pookie benched. Yep, Cantwell and Pookie have been benched. Connolly starts. Neil Maupay starts. If you have any last minute questions, fire them at me, guys. I'll give you the answers. But this is how my team looks like. And do let me know what you think about my team. And the plan next week is to get Kevin De Bruyne back on a hit. Not the best plan to be making on your wildcard, but it was between Alexander-Arnold and Virgil van Dijk that I had to go for Alexander-Arnold because I think he has the potential to destroy teams, especially relegation teams. Liverpool going to attack, and I wanted to have Alexander-Arnold in my team. So that was the thinking behind getting rid of Kevin De Bruyne. My ginger prince, the love of our FPL lives. But I did get him out of my team. Just pray and hope he doesn't punish it. Zodiac says, I want to thank you for your deadline streams. I really enjoy them. Hey, Zodiac, I thank you for your message. I actually do enjoy them a lot as well. Everybody, please do lock your teams before you listen to the stream ahead. I just don't want you to miss the deadline. 2 minutes left. But I really appreciate all of you being here on the deadline stream. I know there are a couple of other deadline streams going on as well, but still you took out the time to come to my stream and stayed here for a very long time. I really appreciate all of you for being here. Lascelles to Lumpte confirmed. Sumesh says, yeah, that's good. He says, can't hold my nerves. Sometimes doing nothing in FPL is hard. Amrit says, captain picks Martial, De Bruyne, Fernandes. Out of these, Amrit, I would not go with Kevin De Bruyne. I would go with either Martial or Bruno. You make the decision, make one of them captain and make the second one vice captain. But I wouldn't go with De Bruyne because I think there's a little chance that he might be given a little bit of a rest. But I'm not so sure about that anymore. But but I would don't take a risk and go with the Martial or Bruno Fernandes. Replacing Taylor with Holgate sounds good. Surfro says Taylor with Holgate. You mean for your team? I think I think you can keep Holgate for the longer term. But if you're talking about this game week, then yeah, you can go with Taylor for Holgate. Yeah, for this game week, Taylor is a better option. For the long term, I think Holgate is the better option. Zodiac says, I like this live stream. You are always kind and answer our questions. I try to answer everybody's questions, Zod, but I think the other streams have a lot of people in them, so I think it's difficult for them to answer all the questions. I think Andy does a live stream, and Davey does a live stream. Sometimes Capkin does a live stream. They've got hundreds of people in their live stream, so I think it's difficult for them to take each and every question. So we always. But I think every FPL streamer on YouTube, they're really good guys. They try to help as much as they can. Amrit says, thank you for answering. You're welcome, Amrit. So guys, the deadline is over. The teams are logged. We cannot go back now. So this is how our teams are going to be looking for game week 33. Zodiac says, that's why I like small streams better. Yeah, that's true, Zodiac, but all the small streamers, they want their streams to become big. And later on, once they become big, then everybody faces the same problem, kind of. But I have some things in plan for the next season. I'll see if I can put them into practice, but I have some really good plans for my live streams in the next season for this. Vipul says, thank you for everything. You're welcome, Vipul. I thank you for being in the stream. Khaleesi says, thank you. You are welcome, Khaleesi. I really appreciate all of you being here. So guys, I think I've been talking for about an hour now, and I have finally, you've seen my thought process. I have built my team in front of you. My team wasn't final when I came on the live stream, but I showed you my thought process, how I built my team, how I took make a plan to take a hit and get KDB back next game week. And it was really fun making my team with you guys. And I'm going to try to deadline stream before the next game week, and I hope you all join me for that as well. So I thank you all for being here in this live stream. Take care. I hope you have a great game week, guys. And as I always say, may the arrows be green. Take care, guys. This is FPL Wizard signing out. Have a great game week. Bye-bye.